Welcome back to RevCheck. Today, we're diving into something truly extraordinary, a vehicle that doesn't just push the boundaries of automotive engineering, it rewrites them entirely. The 2026 Mercedes-Benz Skyliner 9000 is not just a car, it's a declaration of what the future can be when luxury, performance, and innovation collide with uncompromising ambition. From the moment you set eyes on the Skyliner 9000, it becomes clear that this isn't merely an evolution from Mercedes, a full-blown revolution. The design language is bold and unapologetic, combining sharp aerodynamic elements with smooth, flowing surfaces. The front grille, now entirely illuminated with adaptive LED vanes, shifts tone and intensity based on driving mode and ambient light. Even the signature three-pointed star seems to float in midair, subtly rotating like a gyroscope, a technological flex that somehow still manages to look elegant rather than gimmicky. Asterisk as you move around the vehicle, you'll notice that where the seamless glass canopy stretches from the hood all the way to the rear spoiler, blurring the boundary between interior and exterior. The Skyliner's entire roof is a single piece of electrochromic glass that adapts its tint based on sunlight, temperature, and user preference. And yes, it doubles as a solar charger for the onboard energy reserve, something Mercedes calls dynamic solar skin. The vehicle rides on adaptive gravity balance wheels, a newly developed wheel architecture that uses gyroscopic stabilization and magnetic dampening to eliminate road shock. It results in a surreal floating experience, even at high speeds. At the rear, the taillight array extends in a full panoramic arc and doubles as a communication display for autonomous driving, signals a glimpse into the future of car-to-car interaction. Now, let's talk powertrain. The 2026 Skyliner 9000 is powered by a quad-core effusion drive system, essentially for liquid-cooled electric motors paired with solid-state battery modules that use graphene lithium hybrid cells. This setup delivers an astonishing 1,400 horsepower and 1,800 Newton-meters of torque, 0 to 60. A mind-blowing 1.9 seconds. But what's even more impressive is the way that power is delivered. With Mercedes' new torque vectoring AI, this reads road conditions, tire grip, driver posture, and even biometric data to deliver power precisely where it's needed. Whether you're tearing through the Alps or navigating city traffic, it always feels in control. And with a driving range of over 750 miles on a single charge, thanks to regenerative braking and an adaptive climate control system that uses zero-loss insulation, you'll likely need a brake before the car ever does. Asterisk step inside, and you're greeted with what Mercedes calls the Neuro Lounge cabin that's more like a luxury spaceship than a car interior. There are no traditional buttons or switches, everything is controlled through touch-sensitive surfaces, voice, command, and neural feedback sensors built into the seats and steering interface. Yes, you heard that right, neural feedback. If you're stressed, the car knows and automatically adjusts lighting, air quality, and even seat contouring to help relax you. The seats are wrapped in bioengineered silk carbon fabric that's both temperature adaptive and self-healing. The ambient lighting changes tone with the time of day and your mood, and a full holographic HUD projects everything from navigation to entertainment in crystal clear 3D. And because the Skyliner is fully level 5 autonomous capable, you can let the car take over while you enjoy a full cinematic experience via the inbuilt 7D audio-visual immersion, essentially a private movie theater on wheels. Asterisk. But the Skyliner isn't just about tech for the sake of tech. Mercedes has gone all in on sustainability, too. 90% of the materials used in the Skyliner are recycled or renewable. The floorboards are made from compressed hemcarbon composite. The panels use plant-based polymers, and even the dashboard integrates living moss for natural air filtration. This car isn't just green, it's regenerative. The Skyliner can clean more CO2 from the air while driving than it emits from its battery usage over its entire life cycle. That's a first in automotive history. And Mercedes isn't shy about it. They've stamped a climate-positive badge right on the hood. Asterisk of course. Mercedes hasn't forgotten about performance purists in Sport Plus mode. The Skyliner transforms, the chassis lowers, the aero flaps engage, and the steering wheel switches from soft neural glide to a tactile performance mode that gives you real-time haptic feedback. The simulated exhaust note, though completely electric, is customizable, mimicking everything from classic AMG growls to futuristic sci-fi turbine sounds. It's one of those rare cars that can be quiet and introspective one moment, then a roaring beast the next. Asterisk safety is on another level. The Skyliner 9000 is equipped with Mercedes' new Guardian AI, which uses a combination of 360-degree radar, LiDAR, quantum imaging, and predictive analytics to avoid collisions before you even sense danger. The seats can reposition during impact, airbags deploy in micro zones, and the vehicle can even initiate emergency braking or evasive maneuvers if it detects a human or animal nearby, all with near-zero latency. Add to that the biometric locks, retinal driver verification, and autonomous valet function, and you begin to see that this is a car designed not just for comfort or speed, but for total peace of mind. Asterisk now, let's talk price. The Skyliner is not for the faint of wallet. with a starting price rumored around $480,000 and a fully loaded trim approaching $620,000. This is clearly positioned as a flagship statement piece rather than a mass-market offering. But to be fair, when you factor in what you're getting, an ultra-luxury high-performance AI-driven electric vehicle with sustainable materials, Level 5 autonomy, and literally groundbreaking tech, the price starts to feel almost justified. This isn't just a car, it's a rolling symbol of future wealth and taste. A digital palace on wheels for the elite. Now the question is, who is this car for? The 2026 Skyliner 9000 isn't aimed at your typical Tesla Plaid buyer or even the Rolls-Royce crowd. This is a hyper-niche offering for those who demand the bleeding edge of luxury and are willing to invest in the future of mobility. It's for visionaries, early adopters, and yes, the ultra-wealthy. But more than that, it represents Mercedes' ambition to redefine what a car can be in the age of AI, climate consciousness, and digital transformation. So, after spending a week with the Skyliner 9000, here's the bottom line. This isn't just the best Mercedes has ever made, it may very well be the most advanced consumer vehicle on the planet. It's not perfect, there's a steep learning curve to all the tech, and some purists will miss the visceral connection of a combustion engine, but in every meaningful way, it delivers on its promise. It's bold, it's beautiful, and it's the future. If you've got the means and the mindset, the Skyliner 9000 might just be the ultimate ride into tomorrow. That's all for today's deep dive review here on RefCheck. If you enjoyed this futuristic ride and want more no-fluff real-world analysis of the newest machines on the planet, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We've got more reviews coming soon, from electric beasts to analog legends, so stay tuned and drive smart.